Pam, your thoughts?
Hi, Tom. After listening to you, there are always so many questions and so many concerns. But let me talk about strategy, Tom, and you let me know if this is something that's even remotely sane. With the Democratic Party, we knew that the Mueller report was coming out. So it seems to me we knew that there could be three possible outcomes. He would find nothing, relevant or, I guess incriminating against Trump. He would find everything against Trump, or he would be somewhere in the middle. And I think that's where this report comes in. And he says he cannot exonerate him. So, Tom, it seems to me that no matter what the report said, the Democratic Party should have been saying that we're going to impeach.
Yeah.
And as I understand what impeach is, it's a proceeding, a legal proceeding, and you're able to, subpoena witnesses and whatever you need to do, and then the outcome. Now, the outcome may be that Trump is ousted, or the outcome may be Trump stays. But nonetheless, you have the proceedings so that they have to come before the American people. And I don't think Nancy Pelosi or the rest of the Democratic Party leadership stressed that enough.
Yeah.
Impeachment is so that we can find the truth. And all of them should have been solidified on that message and in solidarity. Yeah. Now, let me ask you about the Mueller report specifically. Tom, if the Mueller had said, I cannot exonerate him, however, I do believe that Congress should proceed with impeachment. Right. Is that something he could have included in his report?
It would have been inappropriate, but what he did is he laid out 10 specific crimes that Donald Trump committed. He laid out the 3 parts of a crime necessary to secure a conviction, identified each one of those 3 parts, and said all 3 of those parts exist in all 10 of these areas. So it is a prosecutor's brief. He did, however, note that the Justice Department policies, that Nixon's Justice Department said, we don't think that we should have the power to indict Richard Nixon because, he's a president, we're in a Cold War, and we're in a war in Vietnam, and there's so much going on, and he works so hard, and he can't be distracted, and that was their rationalization. And I think that that's BS, and I think it needs to be blown up. But Pam, to your point, just to the specifics, you said the Mueller report was kind of in the middle. I don't think it's in the middle at all. Here is Judge Napolitano, the Fox News personality, laying out the actual crimes that Donald Trump committed. Check this out.
So when the president asked his former advisor and my former colleague at Fox, K.T. McFarland, to write an untruthful letter to the file knowing the government would subpoena it, that's obstruction of justice. When the president asked Corey Lewandowski, his former campaign manager, to get Mueller fired, that's obstruction of justice. When the president asked his then White House counsel to get Mueller fired and then lie about it, that's obstruction of justice. When he asked Don McGahn to go back to the special counsel and change his testimony, that's obstruction of justice. When he dangled a pardon in front of Michael Cohen in order to keep Cohen from testifying against him, that's obstruction of justice. Why not charge him? Because the Attorney General of the United States would have blocked such a charge. Because the Attorney General of the United States is of the view that obstruction of justice can only occur if you're interfering with a criminal investigation.
There you go. I mean, what do you think, Pam?
He laid out the case.
Yeah.
So, Tom, why is it that the Democratic leadership under Nancy Pelosi, why aren't they simply stating we will impeach to get at the truth?
Because here's what's going on, Pam. Bill Barr came out and lied to the American public and said the Mueller report exonerates Trump. Only at the most 20 or 30 million Americans, even once or twice a week, get their news from cable news, from places that present a serious political viewpoint. And as a consequence of that, the vast majority of Americans, there's 340 million people in this country, the vast majority of Americans get their news from a 30-minute newscast in the evening, if they get any at all, and all they get is the soundbite that Mueller exonerated Trump. And that hung out there for 3 long weeks, being repeated day after day after day. So right now, the majority of Americans don't realize that Trump committed these crimes. They don't believe he committed the crimes, and they don't support impeachment. So the first thing that the Democrats have to do, and they're going to do it with these hearings in the House of Representatives, is prove to the American people that Trump's a criminal. And that's why he's fighting it.